Welcome back. I'm Felix, and this is more Reddit stuff. This one, there's different stories. One of them is about the title there, but I'm listening to the one where the guy threatens to take the dog to the pound if his wife doesn't come home in 10 minutes. So I was just clicking through, listening to the beginning though, and that one caught my attention, so I wanted to see what was going on here. So part of me kind of wonders, I haven't heard the story yet, so part of me wonders if he didn't want the dog. Is like, this is your responsibility. Come take care of this dog. So yeah, that makes sense if that's the case. Sorry I seem a little out of, this past Sunday I wound up in the ER, and because I blacked out from a severe muscle cramp, and turns out I was dehydrated, so I've been slowly trying to get back in there this whole week, trying to keep hydrated, and even now, I've been drinking a lot of Gatorade, and I'm not endorsing it, but I've been also using Liquid IV. It's just something my wife saw and grabbed for me. It feels like it's working, but I still don't feel 100%, so it could be a while before I'm back in there. So yeah, I'm going to be a little out of it for this. But this story sounded interesting just from the title. So I might go back and make some Reddit stories out of the other ones, or some videos out of the other ones. I can't even think. So let's get into it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't get a dog if you don't want a dog. I don't know. All right, let's go.
Going into the third question here, boys. United still. I hate this.
Oh, you hate it when the Browns are united, huh, Josh?
Do you feel threatened? Do you feel a little white crown threatened?
I mean, always.
The uprising of the Browns is scaring you a little bit there, Joshy boy.
Interesting.
My fragile white male privilege.
Exactly right.
All right, so the next one here is cross-posted by Future Doctor 131, and the title for this one is, "Am I the asshole for telling my wife that if she wasn't home in 10 minutes, I was taking her dog to the pound?"
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh, fuck. This is me, right? This
I
is
think
me.
it's John first, yeah.
Damn. Dog situations are always iffy for me because I'm very, like...
Pro-dog, anti-human.
I'm anti-human, pro-dog.
I mean, who isn't?
However, I did hear something that he mentioned that, like, it's his wife's dog, right? So he doesn't have any sort of emotional attachment to this said dog. Kind of makes me wondering. I've seen lots of TikToks lately about people posting about, like, oh, I adopted a dog in the shelter. I'm a good person, yada, yada. So I have a feeling it's one of those cases, but I think the approach is, like, really shitty. So I'm going to cop out. Everyone sucks in this scenario.
Okay. All right.
Are we,
Sean,
we're allowed to just do that? I always forget.
you can do whatever you can.
Yeah. So I guess they're deciding at the beginning, if OPs, I didn't watch from the beginning. Like I said, I'll probably go back and watch the podcast. I usually end up going back and watching it. But just on the title alone, yeah, they probably both are. I don't think I would do that, like just take the dog. But I take that back. I don't know if I would take the dog there. I'd probably give the dog away. I would I would rehome it and find a nice home and give the dog away if she wasn't taking care of it. Like I was saying, it sounds like he didn't want the dog. I'd be like, hey, if you're not going to take care of this dog, I'm going to give the dog away. You can't give my dog away, then you need to take care of it. I'm not taking care of this dog. So that's kind of the impression I got just from the title. And I can see why everyone would be the a-hole in this, especially if you're going to get rid of it that night, take it to the pound. So, all right, but let's see what he thinks of it.
Say no one sucks if you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could say no one sucks, yeah.
Hard to stay united on this one.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I think this approach is no good. The only way I'm seeing this being okay is if, like, the dog bit the kid and the dog is older than the kid, and the guy is like no connection and has been like, hey, this dog has been aggressive towards our kid, and then his partner's like, "Ah, no, that's just how the dog is," and then the dog bites the
like,
kid,
dismiss
and then he's
it,
like,
yeah.
"Nope, that's the fucking final straw. We gotta fucking take this thing to the pound." But
Actually, if the dog bit my kid, it'd probably be dead. And it's like, oh, by the way, the dog's dead. It bit the kid, so it's dead. There'd be no wait for you to call. No, it'd just be dead.
I don't know. How likely is that?
Well, I shouldn't say it'd be dead. It depends on what the kid did to the dog. Sometimes the kid is hitting the dog. The dog's like, I've had enough. If it's something like that, I might, stop the dog, of course, and then tell my kid, well, you shouldn't have been doing that. I told you multiple times. But if it's just the kid's playing with the dog and it gets overstimulated and goes crazy, then I gotta hurt the dog.
Be here in 10 minutes or else. That's a threat, bro.
I'm just fuck it. I'll stay United, John, because I definitely think OP sucks. But I mean, I guess there's a chance that this is the final straw, and they've talked about the dog, and the wife is like, "It's the dog or me." I don't know. So yeah, I'll go with John. We stay
Everyone
United.
sucks.
Fuck.
At the beginning, like I said, I was trying to stay dehydrated. I am drinking Gatorade, and I mixed that liquid IV in here. This is supposed to be fruit punch. It actually is giving the fruit punch a punch. It's like it actually tastes like fruit punch to me. You gave it a kick. I might have to do that more often. Pour those in Gatorade. I just a little side note. If you use something similar to this liquid IV, try pouring it in Gatorade if you haven't done it before, or another sports drink that you like. It seems to make the flavor pop. All right, let's get back to it.
Let's go.
I like
Let's
it.
go.
All right. So my wife, 29 female, and I, 33 male, have been married for 4 years. I'm the sole breadwinner, and she stays home. For the majority of these 4 years, my wife has wanted a dog, and I absolutely despise dogs. I was mauled bad.
I knew it. I knew he didn't want a dog. I called that. I called it. Yeah, he didn't want a dog.
When I was a teenager and still have scars from it. So
Oh,
it's a
shit.
good reason to not want a dog. That's absolutely...
That's valid.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. About 6 months ago, my wife adopted a dog from the shelter without giving me...
Yikes.
This is a TikTok trend.
Without,
I watch TikTok now,
you
guys.
do. I
before
said that's
Reels.
impressive.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Y'all both have mentioned TikToks that I have never seen before.
Sean's slipping.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry,
I don't know.
all my For You page is strictly like corgis and dogs. So
Yeah, I'm definitely not on
Sean-
the algo.
Sean's probably on football, but
It's a lot of football, a lot of cats, a lot of food.
yeah. So my wife adopted a dog from the shelter without giving me any notice.
That's crazy.
ooh,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
I got home one day to find a dog staring at me.
Hell no.
I legitimately thought that the dog had just wandered in through the door or something, but my wife came out and explained the situation, that we had a new member of the family.
Ooh,
So I genuinely hate dogs, but my level of hatred for this dog is beyond all rationale. It has obviously mental/emotional problems, and these problems are so bad that if you leave it alone for more than 30 minutes, it will destroy furniture. I know this because it's exactly what happened last time we left it alone for more than 30 minutes. It destroyed the upholstery on a $4,000 sofa. After that happened, my wife promised to take care of it. So due to the nature of my job, I am often away for work. Occasionally,
I'm sorry. The dog would have been gone after that. Yeah, actually, the dog and the wife probably would have been gone.
work trips involve sitting around twiddling my thumbs. Other times, 20-hour days every day. My most recent trip was a 2-week marathon of the latter. I was in a foreign country where workers' rights aren't exactly taken seriously. That seems problematic, but
that is.
that's a lesser part of the story, I guess.
Yeah.
So I got home this morning after a 12-hour flight. I walked in the door at about 5 a.m. My wife was asleep, and I went to bed in the guest room as she's a light sleeper and I didn't want to wake her up. After a few hours, I heard her getting ready. I woke up to greet her and she told me that she was going out for the day. I asked her where and she said she had a spa day planned. So the problems are, 1, I was insanely sleep deprived and stressed out, and 2, I was going to have to watch the dog all day. I told her no. She responded by telling me that she hadn't been able to get her hair or nails done for 2 weeks because of my trip and having to watch the dog. I told her tough luck, but I wasn't going to watch the dog in my state. She literally ran out the door waving goodbye to me, got in her car, and left. First, the dog and I had a little staring contest until it started barking at me for some reason. Then
That's not P. Diddy meme. Actually.
So then I got an idea, and since my wife was only a few minutes away, I sent her a text and said, "Hey babe, if you're not home in 10 minutes, your dog is going to the pound." I was fully ready to follow through, but my wife read the text, turned around, and came home. And she spent the past 20 minutes shrieking and has been in a foul mood ever since. So am I the asshole?
No, you're not. Because this is what I was like. He didn't want the dog. He has a valid reason not to like dogs. I'm not a dog fan myself because I've gotten chased by dogs multiple times. I actually got chased by a pack of dogs that were looking to hunt in the stand. It was me and a group of friends. Those damn dogs tracked us all the way back to the friend's house. I mean, it was like several blocks. Those dogs were, there was like 5 of them. They tracked us back to the house. They were outside his house sniffing around for us. I mean, it was bad. And so, yeah, so I'm not a fan of dogs either. And I've been chased by dogs too, walking home before, like twice. So it's like, and I have never ran so fast in my life, both times. Those times I got chased by myself, it was like I hit turbo, didn't even know I had that speed. So, not the a-hole. The wife's the a-hole. She should have never got the dog. And the way he's talking, it sounds like she knows the background. He still has visible scars. She's a straight up a-hole, selfish. She's a selfish bitch. I'm going to put it out there. And you need to just leave her. She's too selfish. He needs to leave. There's no way around this. She's one of the people I don't think is going to change. And he just needs to leave.
I want to say John is absolutely correct. Everybody sucks. Okay, look. Husband sucks. Not only for the text, which isn't great, but also like not kind of understanding why she really wants a dog. You're gone. It sounds like a lot. And she's home alone a lot. So
That is fair.
there should have been some sort of compromise. All right. You can't have a dog, maybe a cat or like fucking some gerbils.
The problem is she got a dog that needs a lot of attention. They should have got a dog that didn't need a lot of attention. So I disagree with him being the a-hole. If she wants a dog because she's home alone a lot, that's something she needs to... I've said this 1,000 times. You have to communicate in a relationship. If she's not expressing that she's lonely, maybe she can start going on these trips with him. Who knows? Some of these things, families travel together. The wives travel with the husband. They don't have kids, you never know. But also, you don't just go get the dog. But here's the thing, though. Also, with a lot of these red stories, sometimes information is missing. She's been saying she wanted a dog. She knows his backstory. If she was going to get a dog, she should have got a dog that was well-trained. That was already well-trained. And that probably would have been better. But she didn't. She got one that has a lot of issues. And that doesn't help. If you get a dog that has a lot of issues, that's not going to go over well. Even if the person didn't have a background like he does. So, now, I don't see him as... The text was... Actually, I probably would have sent the text too. It's like, I didn't want this damn dog. You wanted the dog, so you take care of it. Go get it trained. Go get it taken care of. Get it so it's not doing this. Teach it to be a well-behaved dog. That's what she should have been doing. It doesn't sound like she was doing any of that. So, yeah. No, I don't agree that he's the a-hole in any way, shape, or form. Sorry, I don't. He has a trauma response. This is trauma. He's got trauma coming. I don't know if he's gotten help for it, but I don't know if you've ever been chased by dogs or mauled by dogs. It's not a fun experience. And he's clearly still got trauma from it. So no, I don't agree. He's not the a-hole. I know a lot of people call me, oh, you can't treat dogs like that. He was mauled by a dog. And the wife went and got a dog that's not well behaved. That's probably part of the reason he doesn't want this particular dog in the house. If she got one that was well behaved, he probably wouldn't have had the same response, to be honest with you.
Or some shit.
2 cats.
Fishes. Who knows? So I don't think he was definitely pushed to the edge because that's not.
He has trauma from dogs.
Yeah.
He was put in a terrible situation. But I don't
here's
know.
where I'm coming from. I think if he sucks, it's only a little bit, and I think she is the number one sucker in this.
I'll go more into that later, John. Go ahead.
Because zero communication to get a dog is nuts.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
She's making a lot of insane things.
Yeah.
And then when he was like, look, I honestly cannot watch this dog that I already hate. I just got back from a 12-hour flight. I'm exhausted. Been 2 weeks of being stressed out. And then for her to just be like, that's crazy while walking out the door is wild. Yeah, is absolutely wild. But I mean, yes, I agree. She sucks more. But I want to say he is also not... He should have found a compromise. I don't know. A lot of people think that I sympathize too much with the women on the show. I don't know. But I feel like she is warranted some sort of something. You're gone a lot.
Sure. And if that conversation had been talked about and he just left that out, then yeah, I'll go with you 50-50 assholes. But it with the context we have, I don't know if that conversation has ever happened where she's expressed that she...
Oh, I still don't think it's 50-50. I think it's...
Okay.
80-20.
I'm going to go more... Oh, damn. That's generous.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 1% he sucks, 99% she sucks. I'm still going to go with everyone sucks here, okay? For the reason that you guys already mentioned, okay? So the 99% reason why she sucks, one, she just didn't consult him at all. Two, there's scars involved.
Yeah.
Physically and emotionally.
Not only is there physical like representation of that trauma, there's also that emotional trauma. And chances are, if you're married, you've been there that long, you know like what your partner's fears and fears are. Again, I think he sucks because like that little 1%, but that reaction came from a place of like trauma
and stress,
right? Because it's like
tiredness
and stress and tiredness, like sleep deprivation and all that. But at the same time too, it's just like he is taking it out on like an innocent creature who had no choice in this situation.
Yes.
Where that's
the true victim is the dog in this situation.
The true victim is a dog, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm just like, he kind of sucks a little bit because like not giving that dog like the opportunity or the chance, because I don't want to cry in this episode, but like I'm in that same I was in that same situation, right? We did like all we could to make things happen for Obi, but unfortunately it just we pretty much spent like almost like a fucking down payment for a car just to get him right. But there are some times and there's situations where it's like it just can't. Sometimes it's a little too late, and all you could do is like hope that they can get better, but sometimes they can't.
And I will say this, John, you tried. Like, it doesn't say anywhere here that she's like trying to get him trained or anything like that. It's just, it seems like it's very much like, I don't know if she's a responsible enough dog owner.
No.
Either.
That's what I was saying. Did he get rid of his dog? I don't know. I don't follow him like that. Sounds like he may have gotten rid of his dog they just couldn't get the dog right. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. She should have been training that dog, getting it ready, getting it prepared, and teaching it to be a better dog. And it sounds like she didn't do any of that. She had plenty of time to do that, and it sounds like she just didn't do it. I don't know if she outright refused to do it or just didn't think to do it. Either way, their marriage is over. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are quick to say divorce, divorce, divorce. I try not to do that, but in this case, this is traumatic. When you don't take into account someone's trauma and you just ignore it and do whatever you're going to do, knowing that this is going to cause a trauma response, you don't care about that person. That's why I was saying he needs to get away from her as quickly as possible. But yeah, I like the way he said like 1% or 80-20 type of split. Their biggest thing is the way he responded. I think he was polite in his response. It doesn't mean he was going to follow through and taking the dog, but he knew if he said that, she'd come right back. She knew he wasn't playing. Because like I said, it's a trauma response. And he's tired. I forgot about that. Like he said, he's tired. He's tired, and it's a trauma response. He's lucky he just didn't open the door and tell the dog, here you go. Yeah.
That's the part. I get where Sean is coming from, that he is gone a lot. Maybe there needs to be like some sort of a security in the house. I get that, but they could have done other means of security, and it shouldn't be the one thing that like this dude probably takes off his shirt every night and just sees that dog and be like, fuck.
Yeah.
One of those motherfuckers mauled me like back in the day. And it's just a living representation of like trauma, like sitting in your living room type of shit. So approach, not the best. That text was a little wild for me. Again, I'm only saying he sucks because he's taking it out on an innocent creature who had no choice in this situation. But that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for her lack of transparency and lack of communication with her partner.
Yes. I think that's where most of us are standing. I think Sean was just pointing out.
Yeah. All y'all points are very valid.
I agree with pretty much all of what John said. And I'll go into what Reddit said. So they actually deem not the asshole.
Of course.
Because there's no middle ground.
Of course.
Very rarely anyway. So journalist most 5977 said, please rehome the poor dog. You hate it and your wife sounds like she isn't mature enough to care for the dog. Never mind a rescue with emotional problems. That dog is going to have a real shitty life with you. It deserves better. I'm going to go not the asshole in this situation on this one, though. Your wife shouldn't have brought a dog into the home knowing how you feel about them.
Yep.
And I think that's, pretty much where we stand on that.
Yeah.
The dog is the true victim in this situation.
Absolutely.
As well as the husband for being re-traumatized, to be honest. So,
hold on. It froze. Did it freeze? Is that on their side or my side?
not the asshole in this situation on this one, though. Your wife shouldn't have brought a dog into the home knowing how you feel about
Yes,
them.
I'm replaying it.
And I think that's, pretty much where we stand on that.
Yeah.
The dog is the true victim in this situation.
Absolutely.
As well as the husband
it
for
is
being
on their
re-traumatized, to be honest. So, all right, boys, let's move into the next one here. Crossbow.
Okay, first up, I was just going to listen to that one. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I don't even give him 1% for being a hole. Like I said, I probably would have sent the same text. I didn't want the dog. The dog's your responsibility. You need to figure out what to do with it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to help you. Don't come to me with that dog. Especially if I've been mauled by a dog. It's bad enough I was chased by dogs. But if I ain't gotten mauled by them, I'd probably try to kill every dog I came across. Right now, I still have fear of dogs, actually. And I'm 49 years old. And that happened when I was like a teenager and younger. The pack of dogs happened when I was probably still in the single digits. And then I think around 10 or 11, I got chased by dogs. So yeah, so not a fan of dogs. Cats, me and cats get along. So, but yeah, that wife does not care about him. I'm sorry, she doesn't. In no way, shape, or form does that wife care about him. And it's sad, but it happens. Oh God, my brain is still not functioning 100%. I'm just going to end it here. All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Everyone take care. Later.